Hello friends, we completed paper 1 exam and we are going to discuss mathematics key answers in this video. Let's discuss the first question. The nth term of arithmetic progression is an is equal to 4n plus 5. Then fifth term is, you have to replace the value of n as 5. So 4 into 5 plus 5. 4 5s are 20. 20 plus 5 is 25. Correct option for this question is C. Moving on to the second question, 5x square is equal to 2 into 2x plus 3. You have to find the constant term. So first we have to convert this one into the standard form of a quadratic equation. So 5x square is equal to 2 into 2x is 4x, 2 into 3 is 6. So we will bring all the terms to one side, plus 4x moves to the other side will become minus 4x, plus 6 becomes minus 6. So constant term is minus 6. Correct option for this question is D. Third question, x minus 2y is equal to 0 and 3x plus 4y minus 20 is equal to 0, or the four types of lines are intersecting, coincident, parallel and perpendicular. Clearly they are intersecting lines because a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2. If this condition is for intersecting lines, correct option for this third question is A. Moving on to the fourth question, the point 1 comma 0 satisfying which equations? The correct option for this question is C. 2x minus y is equal to 2 and 4x minus y is equal to 4. Fifth question, if the pair of linear equations in two variables a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0 and a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0 are parallel. So parallel line condition is a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 but not equal to c1 by c2. Correct option for fifth question is A. Sixth question, 2x plus 3y plus 7 is equal to 0 and ax plus by plus 14 is equal to 0 are coincident lines. We know the condition for coincident lines, a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 and is also equal to c1 by c2. So the correct option for this question is 4 and 6 because 2 by 4 should be equal to 3 by 6 should be equal to 7 by 14. So correct option is 4 and 6. Option C. Moving on to the seventh question, which of the following is an arithmetic progression? Correct option is B because the difference between any two terms is same. 5 minus 1 is 4, 9 minus 5 is 4. So correct option for seventh question is B. Eighth question, the 11th term of arithmetic progression is minus 3, minus 1, 1, 3, so on. Here A is minus 3 and D is plus 2 because minus 1 minus of minus 3 is plus 2. We know the formula for 11th term, which is nothing but a plus 10d. A value we know minus 3, we will replace in the value of a as minus 3 and d value with 2. Minus 3 plus 20, 10 2s are 20, which is nothing but 17. Correct option for 8th question is D. Question, if one of the root of equation 2x square plus ax plus 6 is equal to 0 is 2, then find the value of a. To find the value of a, we have to replace 2 in the place of x. Simple calculation, 2 into 2 square plus a into 2 plus 6 is equal to 0. 2 square value is 4 plus 2a plus 6 is equal to 0. 2 fours are 8 plus 2a plus 6 is equal to 0. 6 plus 8 is 14. 2a is equal to minus 14. When plus 14 moves to the other side will become minus 14. And minus 14 by 2, which is nothing but minus 7. Correct option for this question is C, minus 7. Moving on to the 11th question. Find the discriminant of the quadratic equation px square plus qx plus r is equal to 0. Discriminant formula is b square minus 4ac. What is A here? A is P, B is Q and C is R. We are going to replace A, B, C in the discriminant formula. B square, B is Q, which is nothing but Q square, 4A. What is A value? P here and C is R. So Q square minus 4PR is the correct option. Answer A is the correct answer for 11th question. Moving on to the 12th question, 4x, 10 are in AP, find the value of x. We all know that in arithmetic progression, the common difference should be same. That is, a2 minus a1 should be equal to a3 minus a2. Here 4 is a1 first term, x is a2 second term and 10 is a3 third term. We are going to replace in this common difference. A2 is x, A1 is 4, which is also should be same as a3 is 10 and a2 is x. So minus x moves to this side, it will become plus x. I'm writing 10 as it is. Minus 4 goes to the other side, will become plus 4. X plus x is 2x, which is nothing but 14. X is equal to 14 by 2 is 7. Correct option for 12th question is 7. Option D. 13th question. The root of the quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 is x is equal to minus b plus or minus. 13th question. The root of the quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 is minus b plus or minus root over b square minus 4ac by 2a. This is the basic formula in quadratic equation. Correct option for 13th question is A. Moving on to the 14th question. X minus 3 x plus 2 is equal to 0. We have to find the roots. So there are two factors we will equate separately with x minus 3 is equal to 0 and x plus 2 is equal to 0. X minus 3 is equal to 0, obviously x will be 3. X plus 2 is equal to 0, obviously x will be minus 2. Correct option for 14th question is B. 15th question. If the sum of two consecutive integers is 27, then the integers are. We'll take the consecutive integers as x and x plus 1. Consecutive means immediately next number. 2 and 3 are consecutive numbers. They have given the sum which is equal to 27. So x plus, and the consecutive number for this is x plus 1 given as 27. Sum means plus, and the sum of these two consecutive integers is 27. I am equating with 27. So x plus x is 2x. 2x plus 1 is equal to 27. 2x is equal to 27 minus 1, which is 26. X value will be 13. If the one value of the number is 13, the other one will become 14, because consecutive number for 13 is 13 plus 1, which is 14. Correct option for this question is B, 13 and 14. Moving on to the 16th question. In the figure, the value of sine theta, we know the ratio of sine theta, which is nothing but opposite by hypotenuse. What is opposite to theta here? 1. This is theta, opposite side is AB, which is given as 1, and hypotenuse is given as 2. So correct option for 16th question is A, 1 by 2. Moving to 17th question. The value of sine 30 plus cos 60 minus tan 45 is. Sine 30 value is 1 by 2, cos 60 also 1 by 2, tan value is 1. Of plus of is 1, 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 is 1, 1 minus 1 is 0. Correct option for 17th question is 0. D option. 18th question. 3 plus secant square theta is equal to. So 3 plus secant square theta. Secant square theta can be written as 1 plus tan square theta based on the identity. So 3 plus 1 is 4 plus tan square theta. Correct option for this question is A. 18th answer is A. 19th question. The angle of elevation of the top of a tower from a point on the ground which is 30 meters away from the foot of the tower is 30 degrees. Then the height of the tower is. So based on the question, the diagram looks like this. A, B, C. Angle is 30 degrees. Distance between foot of this is 30 meters, and we have to find AB. AB is opposite side to 30. So we will take the relation for tan. Reason is opposite and adjacent. The relation between opposite, which is we have to find, and they have given adjacent, which is tan theta. So opposite is, I don't know, we have to find. Adjacent is 30. Tan 30 is 1 by root 3, which is nothing but AB by 30. And AB, we have to do cross multiplication. AB into root 3 is AB root 3. 30 times 1 is 30. So AB is equal to 30 by root 3. So we will do the rationalization here. So 30 root 3 divided by 3, which is nothing but 10 root 3. Correct option for this question is C, 10 root 3. 20th question. The value of sine theta into cosecant theta is. Answer is 1. Option B. Reason is sine and cosecant are reciprocal to each other. Moving on to 21st question. The formula to find the midpoint of the line segment joining the points A, x1, y1, B, x2, y2 is. Answer is A, x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. This is the basic midpoint formula in coordinate geometry. 22nd question. The distance between the points x1, y1 and x2, y2 is the four options they have given. So they have twisted the question. Actually, many students think that B is the correct option, but it is not because it has to be plus here. So x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square. Option A is correct answer for 22nd question. X1 minus x2 whole square or x2 minus x1 whole square is one and same, students. Don't get confused. Option A is correct answer. Moving on to 23rd question. The value among the observation of the most repeated scores. So repeated values are nothing but mode. Correct option for 23rd question is B. The mean of the following scores is, mean formula is sigma x by n, means sum of observations by number of observation. 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 is 16 by 4. 4 means there are 4 observations given in the question. 16 by 4 is 4. Correct option for this question is D, 4. 25th question. The relation among the mean, mode and median is. Correct option is A. 3 median is equal to 2 mean plus mode, or mode is equal to 3 median minus 2 mean. So correct option for 25th question is A. Moving on to 26th question. The cylinder made of wax is melted and recast completely into sphere. Then the volume of the sphere is. Actually, volume will not be changed. Correct option for this question is D. Moving on to the 27th question. 27th question is the formula to find the midpoint of the class interval is. Correct option is C because upper limit plus lower limit by 2 will be the midpoint of the class interval. 28th question. In triangle ABC, XY is parallel to BC, then the correct option is B, AX by BX. AX by BX will be equal to AY by CY. This is basic proportionality theorem. So we apply basic proportionality theorem for this question. So 28th question option is B. Moving on to 29th question. Observe the two triangles, then identify the length of DF. So we have to find the DF. So if you observe the carefully the two pictures, 6 double is 12, their corresponding sides. 3.8 twice is 7.6. Obviously, DF should be the twice AC. So 3 root 2 twice is how much, students? 6 root 2. Correct option for this question is A. Moving on to 30th question. In triangle ABC is similar to PQR. Area of ABC is 64 and area of triangle PQR is 100 centimeter square. We have to find the length of the side PQ if AB is given as 8 centimeters. So we know the theorem, which is nothing but area of triangle ABC by area of triangle PQR is equal to squares of their corresponding sides. So the corresponding sides will be equal to AB square by PQ square. So what is area of triangle ABC, students? 64. And what is the area of triangle PQR, which is given as 100. So AB length of AB is 8. So 8 AB square is 8 square by PB square. So this is Q. So 8 square value is 64. 64 by 100 is equal to 64 by PQ square. 64 get cancelled. PQ square is equal to 100. PQ is equal to root over 100, which is nothing but 10. So the length of PQ is 10. Correct option for 30th question is C. 31st question. Triangle ABC, angle B is 90 and BD is perpendicular to AC. They have given AB is 6 centimeters, BC is 8 centimeters. We have to find the length of CD. So we have to find the length of this triangle. We have to compare two triangles, students. One triangle is triangle ABC and triangle BDC, this triangle. They will be similar based on AA similarity. So once they are similar on AA similarity, I can write that BC by DC is equal to AC by BC. So BC they have given us 8 centimeters. I don't know DC, I will write as it is. AC will be 10 and the other side BC will be 8 centimeters. So we'll do cross multiplication. So DC into 10 will be equal to 8 into 8, 64. So DC will be 64 by 10, which is nothing but 6.4. Correct option for this question is B. Moving on to 32nd question. In the picture, AT is a tangent drawn at a point A to the circle with center O such that OT is 4 centimeters, OTA is 30 degrees, then find the length of AT. So we have to find the length of the tangent AT. So for 30 degrees, AT is adjacent and OT is hypotenuse. Relation for adjacent and hypotenuse is cos. So cos 30 degrees is equal to adjacent is 80. I don't know. I will write as it is. And hypotenuse is 4. Cos 30 value is root 3 by 2, which is nothing but 80 by 4. We'll do basic cross multiplication. 80 into 2 is 80 root 2. Sorry, 80 into 2 is 80 into 2. And 4 into root 3 is 4 root 3. So I want 80, I am moving 2 to the other side of the equation, it will become division. 2 ones are 2 twos are. So correct option for this question is 2 root 3. C. 33rd question. In the given picture, they are asking to find the length of CD. So the length of CD based on the given credential is B, 3 centimeters. 34th question. The wrong statement in the following is, the four options are A. Tangent to a circle touches the circle exactly at one point. When a straight line is drawn to a circle, it always passes through the point on the circle. C option. The point common to a circle and its tangent is called the point of contact. D. The tangent drawn at any point to a circle is perpendicular to the radius drawn at a point of contact. So wrong statement out of this four option is B. So correct answer for 34th question is B. 35th question. Which is the next step of the construction while constructing a pair of tangents to a circle from external point T? Given in this picture, we have to find the next step. So clearly they have drawn the arcs. Arcs are drawn to draw the perpendicular bisector for the line OR. So correct option for 35th question is A. 36th question. The surface area of a sphere is 616 square centimeters, then the radius of the sphere is. So we know the surface area of a sphere formula, which is 4 pi r square, is given as 616 square centimeters. So I am cancelling 4 ones are 4, 154 are 616. So r square is equal to 154 into 22 by pi value is 22 by 7. When it moves to the other side of the equal to, it will become 7 by 22. 22 ones are 22 sevens are 154. R square is equal to 7 times 7 is 49. R is equal to root over 49, which is nothing but 7 centimeters. Correct option for 36th question is D, 7 centimeters. 37th question, the volume of the cone, this is the cone, they're asking to find the volume. So volume of the cone is given by the formula 1 by 3 pi r square h. 37th question, correct option is C. 38th question, the formula to find the total surface area of a right circular based cylinder vessel of base radius r centimeters and height h centimeters opened at one end. So it is not closed at two end, one end is closed, other end is open. So correct option for this question is A, pi r square plus 2 pi rh. 39th question, the lateral surface area of a frustum is, correct option is C, pi l into r1 plus r2. Last question of the model paper, 40th question. The total surface area of a solid hemisphere is 462 centimeter square. If the curved surface area of it is 308, then area of the base of the hemisphere is. Clearly they have mentioned total surface area is given as 462. We know the total surface area of a hemisphere, which is 3 pi r square, is 462. Also they mentioned curved surface area of a hemisphere as 308. I am just writing 308 here. Now I am going to split 3 pi r square as 2 pi r square plus pi r square. The reason is they are asking to find the base area of a hemisphere, which will be pi r square. That is what I require in this question. And 2 pi r square is the curved surface area of a hemisphere. So I will write 2 pi r square as 308, which is given as curved surface area, plus pi r square, which is required, is equal to 462. So pi r square is equal to 462 minus 308, which is nothing but 154 centimeter square. So the area of a base of hemisphere is 154 centimeter square. Correct option for the last question is C.